Well, Arsene Wenger, he is the greatest manager in the history of Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. But it's over for him. He's absolutely done. He lost his skills. He's not the same anymore. You know. Um, we saw that at the Bayern game. The team selection, first of all, the team selection. Let's take a look at that lineup. First of all, Ospina in goal. Czech has been poor since the beginning of the season, and we have been saying play Ospina, and he was playing Czech. Then, at the most important game of the season, he decides, alright, let's get Ospina off the bench and give him the chance. Why? Why would you do that? If you wanted to give Ospina a chance, should have given him the chance at the Hull City game. If he plays well, then he would play the Bayern game. You should have played him a while ago. Not the most important game of the season that could actually save our season. You play Ospina. And actually he did well. He did very, very well. Maybe the second goal could have been saved. Maybe, I don't know, but he made a lot of saves. He's done great. Now, Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, that's typical. Kieran Gibbs. You play Monreal since the beginning of the season and then suddenly decide, no, he's not good enough, play Gibbs. Let me tell you something. Monreal hasn't been himself this season, but at his worst, he's better than Kieran Gibbs, at least defensively. Kieran Gibbs can't defend, he can't attack, he can't cross the ball. Is not effective, and we saw that. We saw that over the past couple of years when Gibbs was given the chance. He didn't perform. We need a left back. We need Ricardo Rodriguez, in my opinion. Ricardo Rodriguez would be great. Now midfield, Coquelin and Xhaka. Why? I'm gonna ask you a question. If someone comes and tells you there is a player who's called Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's been playing terrifically in midfield, he was the man of the match against Hull City, and you actually need him to play in midfield because after Cazorla got injured, you're struggling to find someone who could fit into his role. That the playmaker from the midfield and the guy who can defend a little bit. That's Cazorla. Now, I can see Oxlade-Chamberlain. We tried to play Xhaka. We tried to play El Neni and Coquelin in Cazorla's place, but they didn't work. The only player who kind of looked like Cazorla, it's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Then, at the most important game of the season, again against Bayern Munich, you move him back to the wings. Why? This is the problem. Wenger's decision making is bad. It's bad. He's done. He cannot read the game anymore. The substitutions, they're always after the 70th minute. Who would come after the 70th minute and do something? You're putting Welbeck on the bench. Before Lucas Perez was injured, he was on the bench. Why? Why is that? Joe Campbell, you let Joe Campbell go out on loan and you're keeping Iwobi and Walcott. Why? Why all of these bad decisions? What has happened? Why would you put Iwobi in the starting lineup when you've got Welbeck? Walcott, in my opinion, is better than Iwobi. He could have started, but he could have played Oxlade-Chamberlain in the middle. And yeah. Now, Xhaka. He was suspended for 4 games for making a stupid tackle at that Burnley game. And then he comes on against Bayern Munich, and it's the exact same tackle. Nothing more, nothing less. Actually, it might have been a little bit more. It was a stupid tackle he made against Bayern Munich. I can't remember, did he get a yellow or did he get away with it? But he was lucky. He was lucky he didn't get sent off. And someone has to sit down with Jaka and tell him to slow down a little bit. Because we needed him in a lot of games, but he wasn't there. And then when we find his replacement, when he's back, no, we're going to play. No. And we wonder why players lose confidence. They lose confidence because every time they play well, they get dropped. Last season we saw it in Joe Campbell. Joe Campbell was great last season and he was always on the bench. Because Wenger wanted Walker to play. Walker was absolute shit last season. Shit. He did nothing. Nothing. Absolute nothing. And Joe Campbell was great, but you know what? He decided to play with Walcott. Giroud last season. No, he didn't do anything. The first thing I expected from this season is Giroud to get sold. He kept him, alright. He might be a good bench player, but he didn't sign actually a striker to play up front. He's playing Alexis up front. Okay, who would fill Alexis' spot on the wing? It's Alex Iwobi. No, that's not right. You had the chance to sign Draxler, Dimitri Payet, Riyad Mahrez, Lacazette, Ricardo Rodriguez. All of these players, they were replacements to the holes, to fill in the holes we've got in our squad. We would have won the league if we had these players, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe it was a good decision not to sign Vardy, but let me tell you something. Vardy didn't sign. It's not Wenger who decided he doesn't want to sign Vardy. No, Vardy who decided he doesn't want to join Arsenal. And I'm happy for it because I never rated Vardy. I think he's just a counter-attacking player. And we don't play the counter-attack. You know, it's complicated. No, it's not actually. It's very simple, but the board make it complicated. Jose Mourinho, I'm saying it again. Jose Mourinho is a club legend at Chelsea and he got sacked twice. If we're looking for history, then Thierry Henry should have never retired. Dennis Bergkamp should have never retired. Sol Campbell should have never retired. And all of them should have been playing right now because they had good history. No, it's like you've got a bottle of milk and it tasted so good back then, and then it's expired. Would you start drinking from it because it tasted good at the past? No, you would throw it away and buy a new one. That's the same thing. We're holding on to Wenger for no reason. I'm saying it. Wenger out. Get Wenger out. People saying, be careful what you wish for. We could be the next Man United. We could be the next Liverpool. Well, in my opinion, we should take a chance. We shouldn't be wondering, will we be the new Man United? Will we be the new Liverpool? We should take the chance and see what happens. Maybe it's going to work out. If it doesn't work out, well, now we know it's not working out. It's not that complicated. It's very simple. And then he comes out at the press conference and then it says he's staying for one more season, either at the club or away. I think it means that he's staying at the club. Please, message to the board. This is the last season for Wenger. It's over. It's over.